Welcome back to the channel. This is day 5 and the final day of our trip at Bandon Dunes. We are out at Old Macdonald. This course is not named after the song, but rather after architect C.B. Macdonald. And according to Tom Doak, the man who created this course, each hole pays homage to the era of which Macdonald lived in. This is the pure definition of a links course. Even though this course opened in 2010, it feels like it's been here for decades. That drive was absolutely crushed, and I'm putting here for eagle. Don't get to say that too often.
Right on the edge, all right.
We are happy with this result. Putting for birdie. And I did not put enough juice on that putt. We would come up a little short, but we'd have a nice little tap in for par. Good way to start the round. Second hole is a par 3. That is a 6-iron for about 165 yards. Back foot slipped a tad, but that was absolutely flushed.
Ooh.
When I turned my back, I thought I had about 5 feet for birdie.
It's not rolling, is it?
As you will see in this vlog, the contours of the fairways and undulating greens can be frustrating at times when you seem like you hit the perfect shot. So I rolled all the way to the back of the green, would come up a little short here, but we would kick that in for par. We have 2 pars to start the round. Third hole, this is the most interesting hole on the course.
Wow.
That's gonna be great, Doug.
That ball nearly clanked off the ghost tree, but I would find the fairway. All right, so my ball went just past this ghost tree and took a ride all the way down to the front of the green. Yeah, baby. So I only have about 30 yards to the front of the green. I hit this one so well, but I was talking about the contours of the green. Look where my ball ends up. It was like someone had kicked it away from the hole. And to be honest, that was probably the closest I would have gotten to the hole from there. The pin location was tucked in that left corner. So I had that long look for birdie, hit it through the break. We have this tester for par. I can tell you that will not be the last time I 3-putt again. These greens are very difficult to read. There is not a straight putt to be found here. Fourth hole and the longest, I believe, on the property at 472 yards. And it was also playing into wind. Fortunately, there was not a lot of wind since we teed off at 7 in the morning.
Long second shot.
That would be a long second shot. That is 230 yards from the pin. If this was a par 5, I would have probably laid up. But since it's a par 4, we had the 3-wood out.
I like the sound of that.
I had not been hitting the 3-wood well off the deck, but that was a solid strike. So we are putting from off the front of the green. If you heard my chipmunk voice, I did not hit it. Came up a little short. So we're putting for par here.
Oh.
And we pull it left again. I feel like I say that quite often. Pulling my putts left, that is a theme throughout my trip here at Bandon. So we move to the 5th hole. This is a par 3, a generous pin position. And I don't mind going long here with the backstop. This was a very smooth tempoed swing.
That's gotta come back down, right? Hold on.
Come on.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Played it just like how we drew it up. So we have this birdie putt on the 5th. And it finds the bottom of the cup.
Birdie intact. Now it's just Pacific Dunes.
We were supposed to play one final round at Pacific Dunes on this day. That would have been the 9th round in 5 days. I did not end up doing that. As you will see in the back 9, walking was grueling and painful. If you want to see a photo of why, you can check out the front 9 at Bandon Dunes. It'll give you a better understanding of the pain that I have been in. That second shot was a little scabby 3-wood that would find the rough, but I only have about 60 yards. Had a fluffy lie and got a little bit underneath that ball. Would come up a tad short, and it's really difficult when you have 60 yards to the pin and you don't reach the green. Very frustrating, especially with these undulating greens. It's very difficult to read these putts. I feel like I did a pretty decent job there, though. We have this putt for par.
That one breaks so much.
Look how much that broke to the right.
I was too scared to play it way.
I was too. We would tap that in for an unfortunate bogey. Moving on to the 7th hole, par 4.
All right. We've got a quorum.
Another solid drive down the middle of the fairway, but look at this approach shot. This is only 130 yards, but play more like 150. I have 8 iron in hand. And we chunk it.
Oh my God.
But look at that roll up.
Wow. Wow. And that's how you play that shot.
Defying the laws of physics, we have this really good look for birdie. It was downhill, thought it would go a lot quicker, came up a little short, and that was just a pathetic attempt at par.
Down there was this one, probably.
Overread that by a good foot, just not good at all. So we move to the 8th hole. It's a par 3, long par 3 at 170 yards. It's very reminiscent to the 9th hole at Yale Golf Course, which was created by architect C.B. Macdonald. So that was a nice chip to get back onto the green. We're putting for par now, and you can see just how this hole pays homage to the 9th hole at Yale. Look at the swale just beyond the hole. For reference here, this is what the green looks like. So as you can tell, I am not a big fan of swales. So we move to the 9th, the final hole of this video.
Uh-oh, I did the same thing you did.
Uh-oh, indeed, that is way
Yours
right.
It's gonna work out better, which is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, yours looks like it might be between them.
But the hole does bend to the right, so we're only looking at about 140 yards. That is an 8 iron chopping out of this thick rough. That came out a little hot and would roll all the way to the back of the green, have this long putt for birdie.
Oh my God. These putts are treacherous.
Indeed, they are. So I have this 4-footer for par, but this one we knock in, breaking the bogey train. That would be 4 over 38 in the front 9. Not terrible at all, especially after the round we had at Bandon Dunes. The stats don't lie. We're fine in the fairways, fine in the greens, but the putting is less than desirable. Let's see if I can continue the good start as we head into the back 9 at Old Macdonald. That will come out later this week. But in the meantime, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if it pleases you, and I will see you in the next one.